going YouTubers? Thank you for joining me on another video today. We're back with some more Forza 5 for you all. This time we've got what I'm going to call my track guide and learn to drive kind of guide. And basically this is just a very basic guide on I'm going to go through all the tracks in a roundabout way, just giving you guys who aren't particularly savvy on what gear you need to choose if you're transitioning from automatic to manual, what you can do with those gears, and each track roughly what gear you need to be in for that corner, etc., and roughly what you need to be aiming for if you are doing your own tunes. So this one we're on Catalunya National. I'm in B class, so depending on what class you're in and what you're tuned up to in terms of your car, the gears may be slightly different. And this is very basic, so please don't start having an attack on me saying that I'm driving shit and all that. I'll put my hands up, I'm not the best driver in the world, but I'm here to give you guys some extra tips for the beginners out there. So if you do have some constructive criticism, say, why don't you try this in this corner, you don't need to let off there, then please put a comment below in the comments. So basically what we're going to do here, I'm just about to start a flying lap. This is the Lexus that I did, which is my Patreon car that we did for Harry. And what we're going to do here, just about to start a flying lap. I'm going to try and talk to you as much as I can about what gear I'm choosing and how to take the corner. And we're going to go from there. It's going to be quite a quick lap, so I might do a couple of laps just so you guys can see what's what. We're in the cockpit view here, that's my preferred view. If anybody does want to say anything on the outside, we can do that. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here we go. So we're just going down here. You want to, by the time you get to the end of this straight, you want to be in your top gear, but not topping out. Because if you're doing this in a lobby, you want extra gears. You want to stay over to the left on this. I've got the braking line on. You want to drop it down your gears, get it in second, so you get a nice tight corner on here. Just hit the apex, get your power out, and then you want to get back over to the right. Back end kicked out a little bit, and then you want to get back onto this apex, and then so you just touch the next apex, and then you back over to the left. I do a high in, low out corner, which means I take the corner quite high, and then touch the apex there. Probably didn't need to drop it down a gear there. So this one is a little bit tricky, and you need to hit that apex there, and then just cut that one up, and you should be flying down here then. Keep it over to the right for the next left turn here. And then you want it in second because it's quite a tight little hairpin. Get back on the power, drop it up into third, but it's going to be quite a short gear change. Back down into second, keep it nice and tight. You can keep a little bit of gas on, don't forget that the trigger isn't just on and off. Get back on the power, up into third, and then you just drop it again. The gear drop down does help you reduce the speed. Back round again, so you're just following the contour of the track. Oh, dropped into second first there by mistake. But yeah, don't forget to follow the lines, and then here you should, if you've tuned it up correctly, you should pretty much be able to keep full power on. I took that corner a bit crap, but we'll do another lap. So like I said, I do a high in, low out, so I keep to the opposite side of that I need to turn. So if it's a right hand corner, I keep to the left. If it's a left hand corner, I keep to the right. So here we go again. So drop it down into second, just so you get a nice tight corner, keeping it on the apex. Once we're pretty much out, get back on the gas, drop it up a gear, and then you don't always need to keep your finger on the accelerator. So we're just getting up here. So this corner, you just need to let off the gas a little bit, pick up the apex, and then go again. Just going to drop it down a gear here to get this nice chicane there, and off we go again. So then we're down into second, keeping it nice and tight. It's a better exit out of there. If you get a bit of wheel spin, just notch it up a gear, it'll soon calm itself down. I run with no assists. And again, just keeping it nice and tight. A little bit of acceleration, so you're still keeping your momentum up. Blast out of there, bang it into third. Don't worry if you bounce off the rev limiter. If you're hitting the braking line like here, just don't worry about it, because you're gonna probably lose yourself more time by swapping a gear than you are keeping it. So you keep it nice and tight just there. You get into fourth gear, nice exit out of the corner, and you go for it there. But yeah, don't always worry about banging it off the rev limiter. If it's going to be too much of a short shift and you're not 100% confident with the gears, then just let it bang off. Sometimes it's easier to do that than it is than it is trying to change and then change back down again, because you'll get too quick and you'll lose the corner. So it's just all about just keeping with the flow of the track. And don't forget that you don't always have to tap the brakes. You can just take your finger off or just drop it a gear. Just going in here again. So you can keep it in fourth that time. And don't worry about running a little bit wide. As long as you don't get two wheels on the grass, you're fine. Four wheels, sorry. Go nice and tight in there. Third gear. Taking it around the chicanes, and then the second gear, and it keeps us a little bit more stable. And then as the corner starts to straight out, you can get on that power, get a nice exit out, drop it down a gear to make this corner. So you're kind of following the dark lines on the track. Gonna hit this corner there, go for that one there. Try not to ride the curbs too much like that. But if you get a nice drive, if you think you're starting to run a little bit wide, just take your finger off the accelerator and the car will sort itself out. So do one more lap. I'm conscious that I'm not talking to you too much. So we're in sixth here. As you get to the braking line, you want to get it into second. So it's pulling the car back. If you find it's pulling it back too much, just tweak your differential. Going a little bit too slow there, so that's going to kick me out there. Back into third. Take your finger off a little bit. You don't always need to drop it a gear, you can just take your finger off. Going to get into fourth, keeping to the left. Taking this right hand corner. Just get the nice apex there. And get a nice drive out again. Hitting that apex. Once you've hit one on here, you can hit the other one, take a little bit of the grass. Or run a little bit wide there. There's a bit too much speed going out. Back down into second, keeping your apex. Just be wary if you are going on the strips a little bit that they are a little bit slippy, especially in a wheel drive. Second gear here. So although it's squeaking a little bit, don't worry. Straightens out, bang on your power. Just click that curb there. Into third, back down into second. Hit your apex, keeping it nice and tight. Just ride that bitch there. Take that, keeping it in second. You never really need to go into first unless you're in a silly powerful car, you haven't got a lot of gears. And then we're in fourth, and then we're off again. So it's just a matter of keeping it tight, making sure you've got the right gear. Now I'm just going to show you what will happen if you're in the wrong gear. So if we go down here and we stop, not stop, but so if I've not changed down, obviously look, you see how I'm running wide. So if you just drop it down a couple, but you need to keep your revs up. You'll know on your car, whatever it is you're driving, where the revs are too much or too little. So I'm in fourth going around here. If I was in third, sorry, so I'm banging it off the revs, we're not getting any extra speed. So if I was around here, if you're banging it off the rev limiters, you're in the wrong gear. You need to notch it up. Sometimes you have to notch up and down them a little bit. So if I was going around this apex here, slow down into third, you take it quite well, but then you're urging the car to get on that power, and that's not what you want. And again, sometimes you can, some cars will take this in third gear, some won't. So I'll just click the side thing there. But sometimes if you want a tighter exit like that, or entrance, then just nudge it down a gear. If you're in the wrong gear, the car's not going to go around the corner as well. But it's just basically learning. That's how I've done it. It's just trial and error. So if it's a track I'm not too familiar with, or a car, you just have to see what the car can do. So if I was to take this in third, I'm not getting as good an angle on there, and I've dropped down below 4,000 revs, so I've had to really drop it. You can hear the car struggling to get out of that corner. So you need to keep your finger on it, and you're not getting the entrance out of it. You're getting a bit squiffy, banging it into fourth, which is what you need to be for this corner. If I was in fifth, obviously using manual gears, it's not automatically going to nudge me down. You get through it okay, but it's struggling for that power. And again, if I put this into first, it's just, you're straight on the revs, straight on the. When you exit a corner, you need to be. If I can do that on this one. As you're exiting, you don't want to be turning and going up a gear if you can help it. So going down here, you could probably get it into third, and then back down to second. Just giving you that little boost of speed down there, save you a few milliseconds. I mean, long sweeping corners like this one, yeah, by all means, turn it up a gear. It's also going to help you turn in. But there are the tighter corners, you want the right gear to be able to take that. So I'll just do one more lap. So keeping it to the left. Second gear. Slightly missed the apex there, which is just there. Get back on the power. I'm going to need third gear for this. So you can take your finger off a little bit, but I'm keeping it above that 4,000 revs on this car because that's roughly where the power is. Probably a little bit more than that, but it can manage it. I know this car can manage that. So we're in fourth gear around here because I know it again that it can handle it. Little squeeze on the brakes or take your finger off the accelerator. Take that nice apex there. Sets you up for fifth gear coming down to the hairpin, and then you want second down here because it's a nice slow corner. Get on the power. Bit of a slide, don't worry about it. Get it up into third to keep your speed up. Back down into second, so you can take a nice tight apex. As you're exiting the corner, get your finger on the power. Back up into third, back down to second to take this next corner. Hit the apex, get your finger on the power. Up into third, down to second to keep it nice and left. Keep it tight just there. Back on the power, run a little bit wide there, and then you need it quite tight here. On the power, take a little bit off if you think you're running wide, and then you set you up for the nice long straight, and off you go. If you take that last corner nice, you should be in fourth. Don't need to run wide. Keep your finger flat out on there. So let me know, guys, what you think to the little track guide here. Conscious I've been waffling on just a little bit. It's just something a little bit new. If there's something different you'd like me to see, then please do. I'm just hoping that this gives you a little bit of something for Catalunya National on what gears to do, and what I can do is something that I'll probably put on my Patreon site as well. Is I'll probably just do a little list of what gear I think you should be in for each corner. Now, as I say, the gears are a little bit different because if you're in the F1 car, you're in a D-class car. Depending on what class you're in, how many gears your car's got for a start. And your driving style, you might not be in the gear that I select, and it's also your gear ratios as well. So I've got this set up so I've just got a little bit more to give when I get into that sixth gear. But if you've only got 5 gears, it's mainly that long straight that you'll be getting into them. But if your car's only got 4 gears, there are some corners that you might have to take in first. So let me know, guys. Let me know if there's a track you'd like me to check out for you. Please do avoid any of the longer tracks just for now. So doing some of the Le Mans tracks and the Nürburgring and things like that. It's mainly because I like to go around it quite a few times. If you've just seen, just so I can get to the motion of it while I'm talking. It's quite hard to do these videos and talk and drive and tell you what's going on all at the same time. It's a bit of a multitasking thing here. And also, if it is a good 10-minute lap, I don't want to do a 20-40 minute video just doing a few laps around the track just so I can tell you, or just in case I happen to mess up. It does happen. We do have driver fails. So anyway, let me know what you think, guys. If I get a good response, I'll do a few more tracks. If there's a specific track you want me to look at, maybe a track you're having problems with, please leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do for you. And if you let me know the class as well, I can get a relevant class car for that. Within my limits, and we'll see what we can do. So until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe and do all those wonderful things. Check out my Patreon site and check out stellastig.com. We've got lots of events running there. I've also got a little section there so you can see all my videos, and I shall see you all soon.